Hey fam, what's happening with you? Good afternoon. This your main man, Coach Bill, William, million gazillion names, Will. Hey, you name it. Look, I want to be the will of God. I want here on earth. I want to be called a servant of Christ, just like Apostle Paul, right? Apostle Paul's a serious character, man. Um, he put some real work in. Look, if we man doing our Christian walk, and our walk don't look nothing like Paul's, we not working nowhere near the level Paul worked, nowhere near. All we doing is church on Sunday. You're really missing the point. But if you're here watching this video right now today, you get the point. So some of us struggle with reading our word, right? The words just bounce off the page and dance on us. You in that boat? I've been there before, right? So if you feel a commitment, you know that you need to get the word in, but you struggle with reading, great, welcome. Hi, how you doing? Look, I want to read this word, and I want to read it to you mostly word by word. I do tend to make a little commentary. I apologize, but I won't be preaching and reinterpreting, misinterpreting nothing, right? So the word can get into your heart, right? So that's the reason why. I want to apologize first, man. I was allocated 1,440 minutes yesterday in my day, the same as today. And if I live tomorrow, the same as tomorrow, same as you got. But 25 of those minutes I did not properly manage. I mismanaged, meaning that I had a chapter that I was supposed to read out of Isaiah, a chapter I was supposed to read out of Proverbs. And look, that's a commitment I made to God to get his word into me, right? It's another commitment I made to my partners, my fellow Isaiah walkers, and over in that group Proverb walkers, that I was going to read daily. And a commitment that I failed myself to get his word in. But guess what? I made one more failure to you. I did not read his word and share his word to the four corners of the earth. Today, I'm back on post, back on duty. I'm not going to beat myself up too bad, right? In our human brokenness, we can miss a day, maybe even two. But man, we want to stay committed and faithful to Christ. We want to really make this man I make a promise to him, and that level of promises to myself, to you, I want to fulfill it. I want to be that guy, man of my word, person of my word. A lot of times, man, women take women of their word as well. So that's what I want to do, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to read out of this complete Jewish Bible. I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 16. And remember, Isaiah is pronounced Yesha Yahu in Hebrew. Yesha Yahu in Hebrew. Yesha Yahu, Isaiah chapter 16. Oh, and then I'm going to double back and read it in Spanish because it's a short chapter. Woo! Now that's going to be... I don't speak Spanish. I'm just going to read. Woe to the land of the whirring wings beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. They send ambassadors by sea across the water in Papyrus reed boats. They send ambassadors, okay? Go swift, messengers, to a nation tall and bronze, to a people feared far and near, to a strong and conquering nation, whose land is divided by rivers. All you inhabitants of the world who live on earth, when a banner is hoisted on the mountains, look! When the shofar is blown, listen! I got a shofar. I got a replacement shofar coming in. A bigger one, right? But some days, man, I just love my shofar. For Adonai has said this to me: I will look on from my place and do nothing, like heat shimmering in the sun, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For before the harvest, when the flowering is over and the bud becomes a ripened grape, he will cut off the branches with pruning knives, lop off the twigs and take them away. They will all be left to the vultures in the mountains and to the wild animals in the fields. The vultures will feed on them in summer, and wild animals of the field in winter. At that time, tribute will be brought to Adonai Zavat. Now I can't tell if this bad news is about to happen to Israel or if this bad news is about to happen to one of her enemies. You use these metaphors. Sometimes the metaphors, right? I can't track. Are we talking about? And I was spending time with Jordan last night. He's also walking with me. The only one left, as a matter of fact, sadly. But he was saying that yeah, he too gotta, by reading a chapter a day, sometimes like got to go back to the prior chapter and say, what's this metaphor about? Who's he talking about? All right, keep going. From a nation tall and bronze, from a people feared far and near, from a strong and conquering nation, whose land is divided by rivers, to the place where the name of Adonai Zavat lives, Mount Zion. All right, and that's it. That's chapter 18. Come on, fam. That was 5 minutes. 5 minutes that I couldn't spend yesterday to honor my word, be a man of my word, honor God's promise to me. I'm sorry. And I want to encourage you, honor his word, honor your promises to him, hear his pull, respond, go do, right? All right, so let's go ahead and cut the preaching out and try chapter 18 in Espanol. Woo-wee. So this is my Spanish-English Bible. Bilingue Bible, New King James Version. I like that version, New King James. All right. Let's talk about profecía sobre Ethiopia. Sobre means against. Proclamation against Ethiopia. So now we answer the question. That was Ethiopia, right? The rivers that beyond. Ay de la tierra de zumbido de alas que está más allá de los ríos de Etiopía, que envía mensajeros por el mar y en naves de papiro sobre las aguas. Hold on, I made a mistake. No, I didn't. Well, las aguas. Andad, mensajeros re los veloces a una nación de elevada estatura y tez brillante, en un pueblo temible desde su principio y después, gente fuerte y conquistadora, cuya tierra es su cara por ríos. You know what's interesting about this? So this is the proclamation against Ethiopia, and saying that Ethiopia has been a strong people, a conquering people, and oddly enough, they've been mainly erased out of history. These people conquered Egypt itself. You had pharaohs that were dark-skinned Ethiopians, and for some reason, our history, and maybe not the Bible itself, but the movies that portrayed Moses and all these people, the old movies that I grew up with, they really washed the color out of these people and did not represent all these people well. Make you wonder, why would they even do that? And they're supposed to be sharing God's word with us. Why would they add such racial bias? So Ethiopia, again, was a conquering nation, bright and proud, and God said he about to lay them low. All right, vosotros todos los, verse 3, versos 3, vosotros todos los moradores del mundo y habitantes de la tierra. Now my guess is something we're going to get them all. Kill all the people of the world and inhabitants of this land. So let me interpret and see what it says over here. All the inhabitants of the world and dwellers on earth. Cuando se levante bandera en los montes, mirad. When something get clean, the mountains, you see? I don't know. And when he lift up the banner on the mountains, you see it. Y cuando se toque, trompetillo, hey, es ciudad. And when he blows a trumpet, you hear it. Porque Jehovah me dio así. Says, why Jehovah is my God. Something like that, right? For so the Lord said to me. All right, dijo. Dijo is said, right? Dijo. Right. Mi estará quieto. I will take my rest. Y los miraré desde mi morada. And I will look from my dwelling place. Como sol claro después de la lluvia. Like clear heat in the sunshine. Como nube de rocío en el calor de ciega. Like clear heat in the sunshine. Oh, okay. Porque, verse 5, porque antes de la siega, for before the harvest, when the bud is perfect. Oh, okay. Cuando pasado la floración, and the sour grape is ripening in the flower. Comience a madurar el fruto en cierne. Entonces, podara con poda darás los ramitas. For before the harvest, when the bud is perfect and the sour grape is ripening in the flower, he will both cut off the sprigs with pruning hooks, and y cortará y quintará las ramas inútiles, and take away and cut down the branches. Verse 6, y serán dejados todos para las aves de presa de los montes. They will be left together for the mountain birds of prey. Y para las bestias de la tierra, and for the beast of the earth. I got that one. And for the beast of the earth. Perfect translation, perfect translation. Ding, 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 ding. Got one right. Pasaran ali el verano las aves. And the birds of prey will summer on them. Y invernerán todas las bestias of the earth. And the beasts of the earth will winter on them. En aquel tiempo será traída ofrenda a Jehová de los ejércitos. In that time, a present will be brought to the Lord of hosts. Del pueblo de elevada estatura y tez valiente, from the people tall and smooth of skin. Del pueblo terrible desde su principio y después. The terrible people will pass or something, I don't know. From the people tall and smooth of skin. From the people terrible with their beginning onward. And from a people terrible from their beginning onward. Gente fuerte y conquistadora, strong people and conquerors. They didn't straight translate that. It says a nation powerful and treading down. Cuya tierra es sucada por ríos. Something about the earth and the rivers. Whose land and rivers divide. Al lugar del nombre de Jehová de los ejércitos. Did we call out the name of the Lord? I don't know. To the place of the name of the Lord of hosts. Al montón de Sion, the mountain of Zion. I got that. To Mount Zion. That's close enough to perfect, right? Do I get the bells ring again? All right, so we can have fun with the scriptures. The scripture is not all about boring, ugly, hard work, blah, blah, blah. Look, whatever you do, man, spend your time with the Lord. Honor your commitment to the Lord. Spend your time with him, right? If you have troubles reading, listen to him. I'm reading it. There's some other people, there's, at this point, in Proverbs, there's only one other person, Jordan, that's still walking with us. Those of you who fell off, who ain't walking, get back on the bandwagon. Get back on the wagon. Start back from wherever you last finished and start off. You got to share, man, his word to the four corners of the world. Be on Great Commission. It's your Great Commission. For you of us who are not on commission, you just want to get God's word into you, you're doing a great job. If you have struggle reading, okay, listen, get it in. But share on your social media, share to your friends and family, people on your social media. There's people out there that need his word, and they don't know it, and they haven't told you about it. All right, I love you, bless you, bendiga, baruch, shalom, peace, and blessings.